All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Sunday. How's everybody doing? Hanging out on the weekend, right? Getting ready for the week ahead. Is this going to be a big week? I kind of think it is. Leading into next weekend, which is going to be an epic weekend, I believe. And I'll probably be live on Saturday too. I normally don't do live streams, but I've told everyone this weekend I think is going to be a big weekend coming up. But for now, we've got this consolidation, sideways trading, like all of that. When are we going to break out of it? What's that going to look like? And we'll be talking about that today and then checking in with all you guys. So let me get down here in the chat and we start. Let's go. Dogecoin price update. Can Doge break out of its 35-cent consolidation zone? That's new resistance, 35 cents. That's right. What did we have here? We had Dogecoin. Looked like we wanted to break up here on Saturday. And we were getting really close, 34.8. We were really close. And I was like, hey, weekend trading. All right, this is going to be great. Nope, rejected and back down into our sideways trough between 33 and 34 cents. Now, it wasn't just Dogecoin. No, Bitcoin. Bitcoin trading also between 94K and 95K. Same thing. Up, down, sideways trading. It's sideways trading. So, and that's pretty much across the board for just about all cryptos, even Peak. Although Peak did have a bit of a run today, but then kind of came back down as well. So it's a Sunday, not huge price runs going on. We had Swift token go up for a little bit, a few others. We'll talk about some other altcoins. Altcoins, kind of interesting chart as well. Crypto Rover posted. So we'll take a look at that. And then we'll get into the chat and find out how all you guys are doing. So what's going on? Doge continues to consolidate below 35 cents, reflecting the cautious sentiment prevailing in the broader cryptocurrency market. What is this cautious sentiment? Because to me, it's like we're still in a bull market. But I understand some people are thinking about Trump and the U.S. economy, recession, like all this stuff, big upheaval, like cutting a bunch of jobs. There's going to be mass unemployment, like all this stuff. And it's like, if there are more people who are unemployed, actually the Fed would probably drop interest rates. But I don't know, we'll see how that goes. However, amid speculation tied to upcoming political events, we'll talk about that in a minute. What are those upcoming political events? Evolving market dynamics, Doge traders are navigating an uncertain landscape while positioning for a potential breakout. That's right. We also have open interest. Open interest is climbing. That's because I think you've got a lot of gamblers, traders that are opening long leverage positions on Doge in anticipation for what's going to be just a week from now. Can you believe that? We only have 8 more days until the inauguration, but I think the party is going to start a little bit sooner. We'll get into that in a minute. We've got Bollinger Bands, we got technical indicators, all signaling a coiled market. A coiled market. The key narratives, including the upcoming inauguration of former U.S. President Donald Trump on January 20th. He's a pro-crypto president, and he's got an appointed Treasury Secretary who actually owns a crap ton of Bitcoin in an ETF, but it's still owning Bitcoin. We've got a lot of others across the board. Pro-crypto? Well, maybe not exactly like as a currency, but as an investment and allowing United States citizens to actually be able to buy and maybe use in some manner without having to worry about the SEC. And oh yeah, Gary Gensler too. Guess what? His last day, I think, is going to be Friday. Gary's going to be out. New SEC chair coming in. Get that XRP lawsuit out of the way. All of that. So not only do we have that, but we have the speculative excitement surrounding the Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge. Additionally, Elon Musk's continued association with the meme coin bolsters market interest. These factors collectively indicate a renewed focus on Dogecoin, with traders betting on potential price volatility. That's what's coming. It's coiling. Yes, it's coiling. Coiling. So Dogecoin remains at a pivotal juncture, consolidating as the market participants await clarity on macro events and potential catalysts. The rising open interest, coupled with stabilized sentiment, hints at a coiled market ready for its next major move. However, again, you never know what's going to happen. Nothing's guaranteed. So traders must remain vigilant. Both bullish and bearish scenarios are in play. Because I know we still have some bears out there. But I think the sentiment, for the most part, at least amongst all us here, is pretty positive. But we still have some bears. Dogecoin's next move, is it a breakout or a breakdown? Is it a breakdown? I don't know, New. Dogecoin going down? It's just kind of going sideways. We're in a sideways market right now. That's what they call consolidation. Consolidation. So what's going on? Well, we do have a key level of support down at 33 cents, of which Dogecoin has been, well, it hasn't touched it since Friday. The lowest we saw on Saturday was like 33.5, which is good. So we're starting to see a little bit of movement up this away, that away in the short term. So on a short term, we are seeing some higher lows. I don't need my name on here anymore. I didn't need to screenshot that. So we can watch that for a short-term kind of tendency upwards. And then we've got Trader Tardigrade. Yes, our friend Trader Allen, who has talked about the selling climax bottom, which he thinks that all crypto should have before a big move up. And what is he looking at? So this was his chart here. He thought that this big dip that we had late December, when Doge dipped all the way down just below 27 cents, was that selling climax, of which Doge traded back up and has now been above this support trend line here. The support trend line, which could lead to what? Not a breakdown, but a break up. Yes, a break up. And we could see that break up happening. Yes, breaking upwards to possibly 60 cents around January 20th. 60-cent Doge, January 20th? What do you guys think of that? I would take that. So Dogecoin price cycles near new peak, modifies this 3-day Gaussian channel. And again, we've got Trader Allen again. Now he's zoomed out now, and he's like 4-year cycles, 4-year cycles, peak, bottom, peak, bottom, peak, bottom, followed by yet another peak. And no, not PEAQ, not the crypto peak, but the peak of the top. And what he's looking at is this thing called a Gaussian channel, which in Dogecoin's past, there have been 3 red indicators on the Gaussian channel before 2017, before 2021, and now before 2025. 3 red signals on the Gaussian channel following the previous cycle's peak. We have seen that, and that was late this summer, early fall, beginning of August, beginning of September. We had those big dips that brought this down, turned it red again, and here we are turning back up green. $2 Doge. $2 Doge. So let's look at Crypto Rover. So here's Crypto Rover looking back and just looking at altcoins. He's looking at actually Bitcoin dominance here. And on Bitcoin dominance, he's seeing this sort of downward trend from the peak Bitcoin dominance post Bitcoin halvings. So the 2016 Bitcoin halving, then there were 31 bars on the weekly schedule, so 31 weeks until the cliff. And when the cliff happened, Bitcoin dominance dropped. Same thing happened in 2020. 31 weeks, we had the peak of Bitcoin dominance and then drop. But Bitcoin dominance was lower in 2020 than it was back in 2016. So what do we have now? We are just at 31 weeks. Bitcoin dominance had come up over 60%, like Ben Cowan had predicted. We started to drop and then had this little fake out, before what could be dropping further in 2025. Imagine looking at this chart and still remaining bearish on altcoins. Is this what we're going to see with Bitcoin dominance? Something to continue to watch going forward. Also, Bitcoin is trading at all-time highs. Bitcoin dominance made a lower high. Again, same thing. 2017, 2021, now 2025. Is this indeed a lower high on Bitcoin dominance? And it's going to drop from here. We'll be watching that. But meanwhile, our friend Trader Allen said, well, let's take a look at it from the perspective of Dogecoin and look at this Bollinger Bandwidth. And he's saying this indicator called the Bollinger Bandwidth has always spiked up right before the high of the cycle. And we haven't spiked up yet here. We haven't come up to a level that is in the zone for the Bollinger Bandwidth. And so that could still be to come, which could lead a bigger price in Doge as well. So the indicators are all there. There's nothing that I'm seeing right now here on January 12th, 2025, that this is going to break down. I don't see that anywhere in the charts. No indicators are calling for a big crash, a big breakdown right now on these charts. So, and myself, well, Michael Saylor is probably going to announce more Bitcoin buying tomorrow. So that's coming. Countdown. Again, you got to follow me on X. I am at KrissPax. We're having some fun on X as well. So you got to follow me there. I'm almost up to 64,000 followers on X. Be nice if that was 69. Yeah, we could get there. We'll see. We'll see. But that's been coming up. Had a nice thing on Elon and Dogecoin today as well. And then also talked about this pump.fun thing, the Mario Nawfal Roundtable said that only 0.4%, that's right, 0.4% of all wallets on Solana's pump.fun have made at least $10,000 in profit. 0.4%. That means nobody's making a lot of money chasing those meme tokens on pump.fun. And I'm like, why are you guys chasing those meme tokens? 0.4%. I mean, those are percentages getting close to like winning the lottery. That's so bad. But hey, gamblers are going to be gamblers, right? And if they think the next stupid token minted on pump.fun is going to be the one that goes to $1 million, good luck with that. Good luck with that. But this is what I was looking at on Saturday, was this coming breakout out of this sideways channel. This breakout from this sideways price action on Dogecoin could be epic, reclaiming 40 cents and then moving higher. May not be this weekend, but it's coming. Don't be left behind. So that was my post on Saturday. It's coming. We started to have a little bit last night, and it just couldn't hold it. It just couldn't hold it. So we'll be watching. Looks like we're going to have to move our little sloping support line down a little bit. See how that plays out. Because we're getting a little weakness on a Sunday afternoon. But we're still at 33.6. So we're still in the sideways zone. Still looking okay. So Dogecoin price forecast. So Trader Allen, he's got all these different charts, and these different news sites are just eating it all up. $2, 2025, by $8 in 2028, which I say it's too early to think about 2028, 2029. That's next cycle. And there's no indicators you can really look at now because we haven't hit the peak yet for 2025 to give us an indication of where 2029 might be. So I kind of disregard that. But that's what we got. How are you guys doing? We'll do some Q&A on a Sunday, see how everybody's feeling, how your sentiment is. Kevin says, please go up 20%. While live, that would be awesome if we saw a 20% pump during the live stream, but the volume's really low. It's looking really weak. There's no news on Doge being used for X payments. There's no news on anything being used for X payments right now. It's all kind of quiet. It's all kind of quiet. And yes, Salty God, that would be the title of this stream if I had some inside info or something, right? I wouldn't just be talking about consolidation. I'd be talking about guys who are ready to go, right? Yeah, Pablos, I think we're just starting to see the alt season round the corner. Again, there's been too much behind Bitcoin still with the ETFs and institutions and countries, even states in the United States now talking about Bitcoin as a reserve currency for individual states. A lot of people buying Bitcoin. So alt season hasn't really happened. So we wait. Triple this bought peak at 50 cents and it dropped. Triple this. You haven't been listening to me, have you? And I no disrespect, but here's what peak did today. And so if you bought at 50 cents, you bought on this green candle. You bought on this big green candle. And what does Kriss say? You don't buy in green candles. Now, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, But I tell you what I do. And if you see a big green candle going up like this, that is not the time to buy. So now you've bought at 50. It's back down to 44. I think you'll be okay in the long run. 50-cent peak is probably going to look like a pretty good buy sometime in the future. But today, I get it. I get it. Anthony, I think with peak, while we're here, I think it's because it got listed on a couple other exchanges and had kind of an artificial pump. Kind of like Bitcoin going up to 108, right? And now Bitcoin's, down in the mid to low 90s. It's like, why is Bitcoin down there? It was at 108. I think it's the same with peak. We got these listings on these other exchanges like BitHum and another big one, not Binance, not Coinbase yet. And there was this nice pump up. And then this just generally sold back to 50 cents and then had a little bit of weakness further. But that's kind of like a lot of other cryptos kind of did that too. So, but yeah, that's what the peak chart looks like right now. But Doge is consolidating sideways. Sideways. Hey, Sean, how are you? If Doge is going to be the global currency, does it make sense that it stays lower than $1? Or will they let it get to 100? They will have no control over it. If Doge is being used as a currency and more people are buying it, the price will go up and they won't have any control over it. Like X money, like X payments. It'll just be going up. Which is fine. The fluctuation in price eventually will even out at some point in time, but that's in the future. And also, Pablo, so H-bar. H-bar was weak today. H-bar showed a lot of weakness today. I don't know why. I don't know why the sell-off today on H-bar. I still think H-bar, Algorand, XRP, and Cardano are going to be big winners here this spring. And H-bar is showing some weakness. Algorand too. Kind of not holding support like Doge has been. I would have expected Algorand to hold 36.5 maybe. And now it did touch down into the 35s here just a little bit ago. And H-bar the same. I don't know why. Cardano came up back over $1, but now is tailing off as well. So I don't know what it was with those, but big leverage down at 92K. Yeah, we looked at that on the heat map on Friday, that there was a lot of leverage down there, but I don't know if the market is weak enough to have a big dip in Bitcoin like that. So as much as I would love Elon to shill SHIB, Doge is the people's coin. Yeah, Elon's not going to shill SHIB. He might talk about his dog Floki every now and then, who's a Shiba Inu, and then that pumps both Floki and SHIB tokens. But he doesn't care about those tokens. Elon, it's Dogecoin. It's Dogecoin. So, hey, crypto, my future. Everyone loves crypto and doggos. Yes. January 20th can't come soon enough. I know. I know, Lucifer. Wasn't that funny? I was watching Daryl's video this morning, Crypto Daily Signals, and I just started laughing because he had these AI-generated subtitles, and he's in Taipei, Taiwan. And the subtitle said type A. It was hilarious. I had to comment on it on his video. It was just like, that was too funny. He's in Taipei, Taiwan. Type A. And I was more entertained actually by the subtitles than I was the content, but Daryl's a good guy. Oh my God. If you guys should watch that video from Daryl, Crypto Daily Trade Signals. It's just a short, it's like 3.5, 4 minutes. But yeah, it's just like too funny. Thinking of selling a little bit of XRP for SHIB. Yeah, Peter, I just don't know about SHIB still. I'm getting less and less convinced that there's going to be some huge SHIB pump. SHIB is just looking really weak. And I have a big bag of SHIB, and it's just looking weak. Just nothing going on with this. Just nothing going on with this. So, but it could surprise me, just like 4 years ago when it surprised everybody and went on this crazy run. And I'm not totally dismissing SHIB, but man, 1% or so, just a little bit, to get a little bit in that SHIB bandwagon, and just in case. Yeah. Or you might not sell and use some cash. Again, if you've got a profit on XRP right now, I wouldn't be selling unless in the United States, unless you've held it for at least a year. You don't want to pay a short-term capital gains. You'd rather keep like 17% of that profit. That's the way I've been playing it. I don't have that much crypto yet that I've held less than a year. It's the stuff that I was picking up over the summer. And then a little bit of Doge in the fall. And I'm not selling that Doge. I'm always first in, first out. So I still have the Doge from 4 years ago. And I won't sell all my Doge. So any Doge profits I take are all going to be a long-term capital gains tax. So that's the way I'm doing it. You bought some peak 2 days ago on the red candle. Okay, so this you are topping off a little more, thinking it was going to keep running. Okay, I get that. I get that. I still don't buy on big green candles. I wait for the reds. Last cycle, we had a 30% Bitcoin drop in January. Yeah. Do you remember what happened 4 years ago in January? That whole January 6th thing totally freaked people out. Yeah, that was January 6th, 2021. Storming the Capitol. That freaked a lot of people out. So I think that was part of the drop in early January. But the end of the month, everything went up. Everything went up. Doge seems relatively neutral. Bitcoin on the daily looks like a clear bear flag. Bitcoin on the daily looks like a bear flag. A bear flag. Yeah, not really seeing it. I am seeing a really strong, solid support line at like 92.5. And then we had this up and down, which really isn't anything. So I don't see anything on the daily. Nothing like a really good symbol there. Dogecoin, Petra. If someone gave me $1,000 and said, buy crypto, it would be Doge. 33-cent Doge, come on. To me, that's a no-brainer. And I'm just not saying that because I talk about Dogecoin here and I hold a big bag, but I have the most conviction of Dogecoin right now getting great profits over the next 4 months, better than just about any other cryptocurrency. It's Dogecoin. Raul, thanks for reminding everybody to like and subscribe. 300 people here and only 60 likes. Wow. I thought you guys liked me. Give a like. We're having some fun here on a Sunday afternoon. While you're down there, hit the subscribe button too. I appreciate that. If you're new here, I'm KrissPax. We talk about financial freedom, wealth building, and how that is actually being done through Dogecoin, as well as other cryptos, and maybe a little stocks too. We talk a little stocks too, but we talk about finances. We talk about other things because that's life, right? You want to get that next leg up, that next step in your finances. And crypto is the door to be able to do that. Unfortunately, we're already in 2025, which is kind of the second half of the bull market. I started really accumulating 2 years ago. And I'm up pretty big on 90% of my crypto. I still have this lagging 10%, like Optimism and Loopring and a couple others that are lagging. I bought Optimism probably, I mean, it was a dip, but it had already gone up. I was buying into that whole, layer 2 kind of narrative from a little over a year ago. And it was like, that wasn't great timing looking back on Optimism. But overall, doing okay. And that for me and where I am, that's going to be my next step up financially to be completely free of any debt. And that is going to be buying a house with no mortgage. And that's going to be that last step. And that's going to be, it's a nice house, most likely, right? Unless there's some big crypto crash and all my equity is like gone. But I don't see that happening right now. Diendo, why do you keep thinking Doge is going to drop so much? I still don't get this. You do make a lot of these posts. I remember, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're seeing. Do you want it to go back to 10 cents because you want to buy more? Or do you think Dogecoin cannot hold 30 cents? And there's going to be this huge sell-off. I don't know. I don't know. Exactly, Adam. Buy the dips, not on the green candles. Most of us probably bought on FOMO before, fear of missing out, and you learn. And you learn, exactly. Once Trump gets in, can you believe that? A week from today, we're going to be on the eve of the inauguration. I'll be live. We'll be here. And I think we're going to be seeing some good price action next weekend. Again, I don't think Inauguration Day is going to be a big spike. It'll probably be a dump just because of the reverse narrative that I've been talking about. But we'll see. Exactly, L. Lolliot. I think it's going to rise and then before the 20th and then have a dip. But we don't know. This is just me kind of seeing how these big events have panned out before. Yeah, how's the price going to play out, Spiros? I'm thinking 17th, 18th, and 19th are going to be good days, and 20 will probably be a dip. Just, that's a gut reaction right now. There's nothing in the charts, no technical analysis that's going to tell you that's what's going to happen. It's just a big news event for the inauguration, and we've seen that before. So, yeah, Lucifer, you laughed out loud when you saw my comment. Yeah. Daryl was, I don't know what he was doing trying to do this sort of AI subtitles in his video, but man. Hey, Jason, how are you? Yeah, Michael Jackson is the GOAT. He keeps coming back for more and more. Michael will not go away. Right, markets hate uncertainty. Trump's inauguration comes with a lot of uncertainty, though. But the people he's appointing, Anthony, are not clowns. They're not clowns. But I get it. I know a lot of people feel that way. You looking for a nice week ahead? Me too, Michael. Thank you, Peter. Jasmine's a better option, you think, Michael? I think Jasmine will do well as well. But Sheeb is like an unknown right now. There's just nothing looking good for me on Sheeb other than it pumped before, it might pump again. Yeah, the uncertainty comes later, Anthony, but not this coming week. The Canada issue is just, to me, that is just a ploy. Tariffs, the 51st state, all of that. It's just a negotiating ploy that Trump does. That's all. The immigrants is a no-brainer. I mean, come on, you see what's going on in the world. We're the first country that's really going to step up and do something about it, as opposed to what's going on in the UK and France and Germany. And come on, it's got to be done. Yes, Aussie. Daryl and I are probably going to do a live stream together. He's halfway around the world for me, so... But we'll figure out. We'll figure it out. Yeah. I'd be like a wide receiver with a number 69. Or the point guard on the basketball team wearing number 69. Yep, Volk's been a long year. Profit taking is coming. Anthony seems kind of stuck in his way, but we can talk. I don't mind talking about it. We just don't want to get too political here. We want to talk about how it relates to crypto. You think Dogecoin won't go up as much as people think in January? Have you seen the monthly on Doge right now at 33.6 cents? Because Doge is still up 6.5%. We're in the green in January and people are all depressed. It's like, oh, Doge is just dying. And I'm like, so far for the year and the month, Doge is up 6.5%. That's pretty good. Come on, guys. That's pretty good. 6.5% in the green this month so far. And I think coming up, we got some good trading coming up. January's just getting started. I love Elon, but recently he got exposed for being that whole Diablo Exiles 2 thing. That's like whatever. If he has other people playing the account, why would he do that? I don't know. If that's true, and it seems to be, but whatever. I didn't think Doge would hit 42. 420. I know. Or 42069. Remember that? 42069. And now at 33 cents, people are wishing it would go back to 42069. And people were giving me crap for taking some profits there. And I'm just like, I don't know what to say. I told you guys I would be taking profits at 35 cents. And instead, while it was still going up, I was like, I'm going to ride this a little bit more. And then when it got over 42 cents, I was just like, I have to. Come on, 42069. set a limit order, and it hit 42,069. Sean, no, Doge is not going to take over Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a $2 trillion asset. Store of value with institutions and countries and MicroStrategy just buying and hodling tons of it. It's not going to drop. In fact, I even think maybe 2026 bear market, Bitcoin's probably not going to drop that much. That's what I think. I don't think we're going to see a big bear market in 2026 for Bitcoin. Now, alts may drop. Hey, way! My Cardano man, how are you? How's things going there in Chi-Town? Wouldn't be a good stream without Wei just coming in and putting his plug in for ADA. We showed ADA earlier. It came up over $1 and then it kind of trade off. I was like, okay, Cardano back to $1. Awesome. Let's go. Back down to 97 cents. It'll take off again, though. I believe it. I believe it. You were going to watch Cocaine Bear? Paul, Cocaine Bear, really? I hear it's a fun movie to watch. I did hear that when it was out. That was like a year ago, wasn't it? Something like that. But I was like, I don't know about that. But Cocaine Bear? I guess if you go into it thinking it's going to be a hoot, right? 88 days and tour out. Yep. Somewhere around there. That's my target. And again, it's reducing my risk in what we're doing as a family buying our house. Maybe it goes to May 1st, but it's going to be sell in May, go away, and we're going to try and front run that maybe a little bit. Just take some profits. That's what we're doing. Zach, you were given a membership. The other day, you were given a membership. It was a gift. Somebody gave a bunch of gift memberships, Zach, and you received one. That's how you became a member. Right now, I still have about 2.6 million Doge, Michael. I sold 250,000. My first little slice, but I still have about 2.6. Yes, someone gifted you a membership. You got, well, they gave gifts and YouTube randomly selected people, and you got randomly selected. How do I get crypto daily trade signals off my phone? Daryl's a lot of fun. Come on. He's got a lot of energy, right? Yeah, I don't want to get into the whole Elon gaming thing. I appreciate you guys can talk about it, but I'm not gonna talk about it more. Little disappointed, Olivier. Doge adoption news. Yep. This is where patience really comes in, isn't it? This is where you see how much patience you really have. Paul, in your 5,000 Doge, 4 years, sell this year. Paul, here's one suggestion. Maybe it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Maybe you sell 2,000 or 3,000 and take profit when the price is up. You know, the big green candle, price spiking up, and then you just keep the rest. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. So, yeah, not going to 10 cents. Doge has and will continue to go crazy this year, Michael. Do you know the meme from the movie Holes? I'm tired of this, Grandpa. And he responds with, well, that's too bad. Yeah, I don't know Holes. Didn't see that. Agreed, Ron. No one said stock price going down. They've warned us about us losing buying power. There are some warning signs out there about the S&P 500, how it's totally overbought. We will see some stock pullbacks. And I'm like, Trump was great last cycle for stocks, even near the end of his term when there was that COVID freak out. What did he do? He did everything he could to get U.S. businesses back on their feet, back going, so stocks would go back up. And they did. He's pro-U.S. dollar, pro-U.S. company. So I don't think the government's going to sell that Bitcoin, Mohammed. I really don't. If that would be like a big FU to Trump, MAGA. I mean, he's already done so much, like leaving our country in bad shape. I would not want to see that. I already have a crap ton of Jasmy, Raul. I have a lot more Jasmy than Peak. So Jasmy, I will be taking my profits this spring. And Peak, I'm going to hold because it's so new. I'll continue to hold it. Yeah, I would take Trump's issues over those unrealized capital gains tax too. That was scary. It's like, you're going to do what? Agreed, Kevin. Sheeb, confusing. Hit or miss. That's how I think. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be this flat tax thing. I've heard some talk about it, but I think they just need to simplify the tax code. But I don't know about flat tax. Hey, we'll see what ideas they come up with. Can it go down 25 cents, Nestor? 25 from here. That would be a big drop. That would be, I mean, so we had this dip. When was the last dip? Yeah, this one. The climax dip that Trader Allen calls this. And it went down to 26, like 26.5 cents. And we were following this support line here at 30.5. And it's on that last dip, it didn't come close to it. So I don't know, it just not forming up to show any kind of huge drop right now. This fake out I wasn't happy with last Friday. A week ago, we had this big run and then dumped it all back down. And that was all, U.S. economy crap. It's like, can we just have a normal week this week, gradually move up going into next weekend? That's what I'd like to see. But yeah, we're showing some weakness right now. Bitcoin's going down. Everything is kind of going down right now. Maybe the Asian market is going to save us. And this is just a dump going into Asian market open for Monday morning Asian market, which is probably a few hours from now. So maybe, yes, Doge is still up in January. And people are like all upset. And I'm like, we're still up 6% for the month already. Yeah, I think so too, Christian. Setting up pretty well, I think. My 401k is now a 401k9, Corey. It's probably a good time to build positions in major non-AI memes. Means to be seen if AI launches will still perform well. Yeah, I'm not in. I've held Fetch AI for at least 2 years. That was the AI play I made, which is not a meme, real company. But all these AI meme things that are coming out and all related, I'm not touching any of that stuff. No. What do I mean buy on a red candle, Vic? So we just looked at this chart here. When we had this big dip here, this one. It's like you see these red candles. If you believe in crypto market still going forward, going higher, when you see these big red candles down, those are the times to be thinking about buying, not when the price is recovering and moving up in green candles. The green candles, to me, are not the times to buy. That's when FOMO kicks in, and that's where you don't want to miss out. But typically, when you see those big green candles, a red candle usually follows. Sometimes it doesn't drop as low as when you might have been buying on the green candle, but more times than not, you get a second opportunity. It's a small percentage of times where it doesn't come back to that level. But like 90% of the time, it's going to come back and probably go even lower than where you would have bought in on the green candle, because your mind was saying, this price is just going to keep going up. I should buy now because the price is going up. That's FOMO. 90% of the time, there are sell-offs, profit taking, and that's when you buy. That's what I mean. And are we having one of those things happening right now? Kind of. Kind of. We're breaking below this upward trending support line that we identified. That's why I say buy on the dips. We're having a dip now. Thank you, Morkvet. At the time, people were giving me crap about it, especially when Doge then moved up to 48 cents. And everyone, oh, Chris, what'd you sell at 42 cents for? And I'm like, it was 42.069. How could I not? Oh. XRP is the way. Anthony, a lot of great things happening with XRP. And I know people give me a hard time from last summer when I was calling a stable coin, but it was. So you look at the chart, that's exactly what it was. But once Gary Gensler said, I'm resigning from the SEC, the story changed. And my opinion of XRP has changed somewhat. It's changed in terms of being able to be profitable and making money on it. It hasn't changed about them minting tokens whenever they want to. There's no set token unlock or mint schedule for XRP. And that part of it is like, that's not good. They don't tell you where those go, who gets them, all of that. That's not good. The road covered, salt, wet, can't go out. You only have a bike. Boston is the same. Absolutely the same. Although we had a sunny day today and it dried most of the streets, but all of the everybody's lawns are all covered in a few inches of snow. It's early too. We usually get feet of snow, and that's going to come later. Happens every year. And Anthony got gifted a membership as well. That was from last stream or 2 streams ago. I don't remember. MicroStrategy is not going to buy Dogecoin, Dennis. Michael Saylor is all Bitcoin, only Bitcoin. The XRP army is saying, yeah, Michael Saylor is going to buy XRP. No, he's not. He's not buying anything else. Only Bitcoin. Only Bitcoin. So, no, Michael. Doge peaked in May last bull run. In fact, May 7th to be exact. May 7th, Dogecoin hit 73 cents. Not May 8th, the day of Saturday Night Live. No, it was the day before, May 7th. And that's when Barry Silbert and all his buddies opened up huge short positions on FTX against Dogecoin. And Dogecoin was already dropping through the day of May 8th. Yep. We're looking a little tenuous right now, David. But we're still in our consolidation zone between 33 and 34 cents. We're right in the middle. So again, this is just consolidation up and down. Not much has changed. I don't know anything about Pith Network. Sorry. Yep, Diago. That's $1 million. Yep. I know, folks. I took out a measly $105,000 of profit with less than 10% of my overall holdings. From Dogecoin, I bought it 2 cents. So, Cafefe. You think Cafefe is coming back, Harry? Cafefe. Caspa, that's the project that still wants to be. Can you make money on it? Probably, but it's not going to be the all end all thing that it was. People thought it would be. So, nope. People have been anticipating this bull run for so long. What, 25 is the year and just starting. And that's what all of these show. Like, this is Bitcoin. This is what Mag says on Bitcoin. It's like for Bitcoin, we're still in the bull rally. This is just a momentary stop in something that's going to climb higher. Then we get to bear market. But I kind of think that bear market is not going to be as deep. Again, that's going to be my narrative that I will continue to talk about, because I think this cycle is going to be different on the downside. It's not going to change on the upside. I still believe we still have this green box to fill out, at least until May. Is there going to be a double top like we had back in 2021? Maybe. Again, the summertime, we could see a dip, sell in May, go away, come back in September, late September, early October. That's when things go back up, maybe. But I'm not waiting until the fall. We're on our schedule for this spring, and that's been our plan for 2 years. And we're getting close now. We're getting really close. For those looking to buy some Dogecoin, I mean, It's looking like it might set up for a little more weakness here. Hey, Corey, good afternoon. After some research this weekend, I believe Doge will average around $1.16, highs of $1.80, and then lows of 60 cents. I hope your research plays out well, Corey. Those are good numbers. I like your numbers. Jason says, I know the economy is going to boom when Trump takes over. Electrical contractors, Northern Virginia, already have 500 million, 600 million on the books for 25 and 26. That's a good indicator, Jason. Actually, that's a really good indicator. It's like, how do the future projects look? I mean, they can always be put on hold if somehow lending doesn't work out, and we've seen that happen before. But typically you would see that first hit in like tourist destinations, like Florida. You would see that first. Before Northern Virginia started slowing down, you would see Florida slow down. I remember that back in, when was that? 1988 or so. It was a recession, I guess. But yeah, all the money that was going into like building resorts, all those projects got put on hold. But yet the big institutional projects, whether it was hospitals or other government buildings, they just kept going. We got Trump and Putin backing BTC. Yeah, Michael, back in Jasmy's history, way back then at the beginning, that was like almost like an initial coin offering. I think they airdropped a bunch. I don't know how all of those tokens first got minted in Jasmy. I really wasn't following it that closely. But there weren't a lot of Jasmy tokens at the time. And then they greatly inflated and they just dumped the market with more Jasmy. So that's how it went down that much. It's just the market just got flooded with tokens. So it's not going back up to $5. There's way, way, way many more Jasmy tokens now than there were then. And they're almost topped out. There's not that many left. We don't have enough workers to do the jobs that are in demand. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Heavy Shots has 100,000 XRP. Is XRP going to get to $10? Right now, my targets are generally around 2x from here for most crypto. 2x. So I'd be looking at like $4.50 to $5 for XRP, not $10. I don't know if we're getting a 4x from here on XRP. I don't know Omikami and I don't know Pith. Sorry. I'll take a 15% sales tax on all new products minus groceries, inheritance. And then let that be, and then no income tax. I don't see the Congress voting to give up income tax. I just don't see that happening. Doge could hit 90 cents, Ramses. Once you get those big green candles and FOMO kicks in and retail comes in and the price is getting up near $1, that could happen. That could happen. How's everybody doing on a Sunday? How's everybody doing? That's what Volk says. It's a dip. Good time to buy now. That's what we're looking at right now. We're seeing red candles. But I know some of you, oh, it's going to drop to 10 cents. I'll wait till it goes to 10 cents and I'll buy then. Okay, you'll be waiting a long time, maybe the rest of your lives. We may never see 10 cents again. Yeah, there was a day, everybody buy $10. What was that date? I forget. November 17th? Something like that. Everybody buy $10 a Doge. That was like 31 cents at the time. Still up on it. Michael Saylor FOMOing on BTC is good for the whole crypto. He's just continuing to buy. Yeah, if you look at Bitcoin's history, Satoshi made Bitcoin, whether Satoshi is a person or a group of people. Satoshi made Bitcoin because of what happened in 2008 with the bank crisis. And there was a group already talking about e-cash, electronic money, something outside of what the banks can control. And then Satoshi made Bitcoin. Am I still going to throw a party when Doge hits $1? You bet. You bet. Yeah, and that party was going to be in 2021. 73 cents isn't almost there. Yeah, it's a ways off. But yes, there'll be a party. Off to get a new iPhone 16 Pro. You do amateur photography? All right, Corey, good luck with your new phone. Are there unlocks for peak? Yes. What was that website? There is a website. There is a website. Token track. Let me just do a Google on it. It's called Token Track. Peak. Token track. Yep. But I want to go right to the coin list. All right. So you go to tokentrack.co. Tokentrack.co. And here is peak. And then you can see the token supply and the allocations and the unlock schedule. So yes, there are still a lot of peak tokens to unlock, but you can see what it is and you can see where it goes to. So you go to tokentrack.co and there's the peak unlock. I mean, many other projects have had unlocks like this too, and price still goes up. As long as you know what the schedule is. So, yeah, getting in early and then riding it, nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Some people get freaked out about it, and I'm like, well, did you buy it before you knew how many tokens were in circulation and how many were going to be unlocked? Then you didn't do your research, did you? I'm going to write it out. Oh, look at Doge. Still above 33 cents. We'll see whether that holds. I love when I buy something and it immediately drops. That happens. But even the market crashes during a bull run, and we've shown that many, many times too. Hey, Demotic, how are you? Olivier, don't you think this cycle will be the last cycle with extraordinary profits? Next cycle? Maybe. It may be. I think there'll always be new coins, new projects to come in if you get in early enough. Not the memes, not the meme tokens, but real projects, which is why Peak was one of them that I was interested in. It's gonna be looking for those. What are the real projects? What are the real things? Not just chasing meme tokens. But yeah, we could, again, I call it the law of diminishing returns, but there are other names for it. But market caps get up to a certain height, and it's just going to be harder and harder to see those 100x gains, or even 10x gains. It's just going to be harder to get those kinds of profits. But there'll always be new projects. And I'll keep looking for those too. Bitcoin Cash, I don't follow. Again, that was all of those Bitcoin forks that were going on between Satoshi Vision and BCH. We're down to 331, guys, but still in our zone. When do you think all of crypto is going to start dropping? October? We'll see on what happens through the summer, and then whether early fall there is a recovery. If that's how it plays out, anything like 2021. Some people are saying that this cycle might be more like 2017, where there's just a momentary pause in the summer, and then it just goes up through December. We don't know. We don't know right now. Yeah, so we'll see how the week plays out ahead. I don't know if there's going to be huge pumps before Inauguration Day, but big gains maybe. It would be better if we could pay for a lot of things with Dogecoin, Jeremy. It'd be better to get paid a lot of things, but the adoption just isn't there yet, especially with Google. Google isn't ready. But if Elon gets it going on X as X money, then you're going to start to see adoption of Doge. And it's just going to be this snowballing effect. Key1 has XLM, Comp, Doge, and Sheeb. Good luck with all of that. I'm sure, Bill, someone's going to float out the idea. A flat tax, get rid of the IRS, simplify the whole thing. But Congress might be tough on that one. Even the Republicans. I think it's worth having the conversation, though. The tax code as it is now is ridiculous. What sub-dollar coin has the best potential to be the next ETH? Does it have to be less than $1? Because I already called SWI back in April under $1. And I said that has the potential to be the next ETH. And now it's like the number 11 cryptocurrency in market cap. But now, sitting here now, nothing under $1. Pick up more Doge while it's dropping. Lower your cost average. It's a good way to do it. Susan, it would be neither online or at my house, but it would be in Boston at some great party location where everyone can have a good time. Not going to be at my house, no. Not going to be on a yacht, no. Well, the girl, still bullish for Doge, bought on the dip, hoping for Elon's announcement of X money, being patient. Same here. And patience it's hard to keep up with when you got a lot of people like saying, when's it going to do this, Kriss? When's it going to do that? And I'm like, patience. Let this thing play out. John says, I think Doge is either going to surpass all-time high or a curveball is coming, there will be a catalyst for a mega pump. That's why we keep that hope out there. And we keep talking about it. Yeah, Doge needs to secure itself as the first and only meme cryptocurrency, and CDC, that means as a currency. It's like, get rid of this like Sheeb or Floki or other memes being used as real. They're just tokens. Dogecoin is its own coin with its own blockchain. Yeah, I'm thinking later this week I'm new with Doge into the weekend. And it's going to be a bumpy ride getting there. I think this is just a fake out on a Sunday, what we're seeing now. And overnight, I think we'll probably be back into the upper 33s. Just like we had going the other way here on Saturday. I think this is just the absolute reverse. It's coming down now, and it's going to come right back up into this range. That's what I think is going to happen. At this point, I don't think CPI news is going to have much of an impact, Marino. No. Everyone's focused on the inauguration coming up. I will be taking profits at 69, Christian. Not selling all of it. I'm going to let a big bag remain, but we've got a goal, and we're going to achieve that goal. Montavo, wants to see Solana back to $8. You did have a brief moment of time where you could have bought Solana at $8 late 2022 after the FTX crash. That's not happening again. Yeah, no more elections. Right now it's the inauguration, Luke Love. So, but a dip is happening now. CDC thinks January 20th to 48 cents. Could be. It could be. Yeah, Jason, are you buying in the dip? You buying in the dip? $0.73 is a way off. Yeah. Doge on the dollar menu. Yeah, see, that's the whole thing, though, that still freaks people out about using Dogecoin as a currency, is its fluctuation in price. And Tesla did test it out in their merch store, and they had to keep adjusting the prices in how many Doge it would take to buy something, like the belt buckle and the cyber whistle. They had to adjust the prices in terms of how many Doge because of Doge's fluctuations in price versus the dollar. I will always announce new projects on the live stream, Victor. Absolutely. I announced Peak in mid-November, right when I bought it. I said, hey guys, check this out. So yes, I will continue to do that. Bitcoin could be replaced? No, Anwar. You lose me right there. Bitcoin is not going to be replaced. It was the first. It was the original, the OG, and now it is what most people think of first when it comes to cryptocurrency. There are people who have tried to make the next Bitcoin, but it's always going to be something other than Bitcoin. That's why they're called altcoins. So at this point, it's like, that's the digital gold. That's what everybody sees. There's no changing that. There's no replacing Bitcoin. GameStop? You think GameStop may be in the summer, Richard? There is a thought that there are certain stocks over the summer, while like the S&P 500 is calming down. The NASDAQ's calming down, but some stocks like GameStop could go crazy. You never know. You never know. I still have AMC stock that's just like, ugh. I don't have any more GameStop. I sold all of that. I think so. I think I may, actually, I might still have a little bit on Webull. I might still have some GameStop. Not a lot, though. After the January 20th bear, then the bull. Hey, Demi, how are you? Still holding. Bruce wants to see the heat map. Heat map. Sure. See what's going on in liquidations. Right now, over the past hour, they're taking out. They are taking out leverage right now. That's what's going on with this dip. They are taking out leverage. We just had an ETH leverage, $4.6 million, just like 10 minutes ago on ETH, 4.6 million. And then 15 minutes ago, we saw 3 million on Bitcoin and 8 million on Bitcoin. Wow, that explains what's going on, guys. They're taking out leverage. That's what's happening. Yeah. But this is all stuff that was just probably made this morning, because it hasn't even dipped from the low overnight. Bitcoin's still above that. So these are new leverage trades. Somebody put an $8 million trade on Bitcoin as it was going up, thinking, okay, this is the time it's going to keep going. Nope. Took them out. Are you guys trading on leverage out there? Any of you? This is what happens. 93,582. That's not too far down. Not too far down from here. But Bruce asked to see. We shall see. But it's, oh yeah, look at that. This one's showing at 93,591. 582, 591, close enough. $69 million of leverage. Let's go to the 3-week. You can see some, or the 2-week. We see some of the longer leverage trades out there. See what we got. Yeah, 93.4, 116 million. 93.3, 106 million. 93.2, another 93 million. Yeah. But then there's these huge ones. Oh, those are the ones that got took out on that last big drop. Yeah. I mean, you can go down to 90,000 and you get $177 million just at that line. Look at all the shorts up here, though. $250 million would get flushed out at 98.9. That's why I say, let's go up there. Let's get those shorts. Leverage is a sucker play. I know. They see your trade. They know what you're doing. Yeah, Doge has some pretty big stuff down here. 31 and 30 cents. But then there's some big shorts up here near 40 cents. Let's take that instead. Let's go after the shorts. But nope, they're going after the leveraged longs right now. Crab walk sideways until Trump takes office. And you can see what happens. The crab isn't walking, he's kind of bouncing. And with each bounce, There's more leverage to be taken out. All new leverage. Why would I have a party at Madison Square Garden? I'm in Boston, dude. I have more fun in Boston than New York. I'm buying at 31 cents. We're at 33.2 now. I don't know if we're going to go down that low. The IRS made a statement that they know the rich cheat on their taxes, but it would cost them too much to go after them. No matter what they do, they'll still find a way to cheat. The rich will still find a way. Pepe videos. Stains. Patience on peak. I mean, the thing's only been trading for 2 months now. What is token track for? Kevin asks. It's for looking at when crypto token projects have unlocks. So they go into the white papers of all of these projects, and then they graph it out for you in terms of when and where this money goes, or the tokens go, when the tokens unlock. And you can look at all kinds of different. There's Celestia's. Celestia just had that huge token unlock where it doubled the number of tokens right at the end of October. And everybody was freaking out about that. But then right after, people just started buying Celestia back, and the price went back up to where it was, just like that never happened. That's like a cliff right there. That's what Celestia had. So yeah, it's good to check these out if you're interested in any of these projects that have tokens that aren't already 100% out there. But you'll never see XRP on this list because they don't say. XRP will never be on this list. Here's Sui's. Even Sui had a big one here back in May. And since then, now gradually, the inflation rate slows down in terms of unlocks for Sui. Yeah, it's a good site. That's right. Crypto is a way to escape the rat race. That's true. But the timing is important as well. I have no idea. I was never convinced Doge would get to $1 before algo. I was just asking the question, Olivier. I never said I was convinced Doge would go to $1 before Algorand or Hedera. We don't know. I think out of the three, Hedera probably has the lowest chance. But between Algorand and Doge, could be Algorand. My main coin that I stack is Bitcoin, but I do have other coins in my portfolio. Yeah, I believe in having a diversified portfolio. And I do. But I'm just going to not have so many cryptos after I take profits this cycle. I'm not going to have 20 plus cryptos in my portfolio again. I'm going to keep it to like 3 or 4. Ended up buying just too much. Oh, TD Garden. Right. Madison Square is in New York. TD Garden. Yeah, we're not going to have enough people for TD Garden. No, we'll find a restaurant or a bar somewhere where we can have a room or something. That'll be fun. It'll be something like that. Yeah, I know, Dogecoin. It just took me a while to get to it. But we got to it. How much more money does the exchanges want? They want it all. The exchanges are greedy as well. They don't want you to win. Yeah. No leverage for us. Yep. I agree. People do hit on it eventually. If they time it right and they catch it right before there's a bull run, a big run up that doesn't fall back, it can happen. But in this market right now, the choppiness, I wouldn't touch it. Yeah, Bill, it's a sucker play. They see your bid, they can take it out when they want. Exactly. We going to be so rich? I don't like the word rich. It's just kind of party on a parking garage. It'd be someplace. You're under Worcester in Connecticut? It's cool, Bigfoot. I'm over here in Boston. Living the life. What is the milkman? Good question. What is the point of taking out the longs and the shorts? Because the exchanges, it cuts into the exchange's profit. So if somebody does a 10x leverage, that means not only do they get the gain in the coin, whatever it makes. Let's say Doge goes from 33 up to 43 cents, right? It goes up 10 cents. So normally you would get 10 cents, right, on each coin. But if you trade with leverage on a 10x, you're getting $1 profit for each coin. Where do you think that other 90 cents per coin comes from? Profit. It comes out of the exchange. They don't want you to win. They don't want to pay that. So, but they know more times than not, they're going to take you out, which is why they do it. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. If everybody kept winning on 10x leverage plays and no one ever got taken out, the exchanges would go broke. Right. And on spot, you can't get liquidated unless you're in some stupid token that gets totally rugged and goes to zero, of which you know my opinion of that. But on spot, the price goes down, the price goes down. But on leverage, Caroline, you didn't say anything about an upcoming KuCoin listing this time on Tima. So this isn't one of those where you're saying, going to get listed on KuCoin soon. I appreciate the super chat, though. The Tima gang keeps coming in here. We looked at the Tima token a couple times. We took a good look at it. It's not something that I support, though. But thank you. Deej, how do I buy peak? So crypto.com. I have a link in the description below. If you're not already into crypto.com, you use my link and you get $100 of freebies if you do certain things, which at least 2 of them are easy. Put $100 onto the exchange, onto crypto.com, and then you have to do like so much trading. Or maybe it's put $50 on and do $100 worth of trading, something like that. And that gets you like $60 out of the 100 just to do that. Free money. And you can buy peak there. It's not available on Coinbase yet. Not available on Robinhood. Not available on Binance. But you can get it on crypto.com. So check that out. Thankful for the dips, Tina? Yeah. You hate the red candles? Yeah, me too. I had this funny joke that whenever I wanted to go up, I would just go in front of the computer screen and just go up, go up, please go up. And then one of these green candles will show up and I'll go, yes, that happened because of me. I made that happen. Dogecoin is just a meme coin. It has zero use case. Okay. Seriously? You do know Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that has a blockchain, and people are building on the Dogecoin blockchain. And we have one Elon Musk, who is the richest person in the world, who may actually really do something with this. Just saying. Party would be fun. That'd be worth a 45-minute drive, wouldn't it? Big Dogecoin party. Weekends when it's quiet, perfect time to flush out leverage. They just made a bunch. You want a special seat, Mars? Sure. You are one of the OGs. You are. You, Ryan, Jason, Joe, KP. Sure. You guys want to come? You get a special seat. Sure. I started trading in my garage, just putting it out there. Don't know my setup for trading, but learned so much. All right, Victor. Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to do that Omikami thing with Ryoshi. And there's your super chat, Caroline. Thank you. For those that want to go in another Solana token, you can check out Tima. And when you trade on leverage, the exchanges see what you do. That they do. Let's go. Maximius says, bags are packed. I know. Imagine playing poker with someone. They see your cards, but you don't get to see theirs. Is that fair? I don't know if Monday's going to be a crash day, Peter. I don't know. We'll look tonight and we'll see what the futures look like on the stocks. See how the Asian markets are doing. I'll give you a little indicator. Tezos is the worst coin. Yeah, why would you even buy something? Even with a low market cap, why would you buy something? The chart looks terrible on that project. Absolutely terrible. How much have you been spending in the bear market for accumulating? I will tell the story once we get finished. I can't tell the story yet. And I know some of you guys want to hear it all, but I can't yet. When we finish our goal, I will tell the whole story. What got me into Doge, Kevin? I was swing trading stocks. And I'd started a YouTube channel already, and it was about stock swing trading. And I'd already been aware of Bitcoin for a number of years through domain name investing and stuff that I was doing before. But I never got into it, never bought any or traded any with Bitcoin. And then, and I heard about Dogecoin in July of 2020 when the TikTokers were trying to pump Dogecoin. So I was aware of it. And by the time I saw the price, it had already started crashing back down. And at that time, I thought, yeah, I'm never going to buy any of this stuff. I'll just keep doing my stock swing trading. But I started to watch a couple of videos on cryptocurrency, learned about ETH. And I was like, okay, there might be something here. But I was making money, little bits, but gradually growing my stock swing trading portfolio through my swing trading. But then at the time because I was doing GameStop as well, I was doing some swing trading on GameStop as Roaring Kitty was starting to like really push GameStop, but I wasn't all in like on GameStop. But then in January 2021, when they halted the ability to buy more GameStop, I was on Reddit. I was an active user on Reddit, but I'd read a lot what was going on. And then this whole Wall Street Bets group or part of them were like, well, if we can't take out the shorters on stocks, because they'd gone to AMC, Nokia, Bed Bath & Beyond. There were a number of stocks and they were all getting shut down. They said, well, let's go do it on crypto. And then they all decided, because of the huge short positions that were open on Dogecoin, they said, let's all buy into Dogecoin. And by the time I read that and I got back to seeing Doge, it was dipping after an initial run up to like from less than a penny up to like 2.5 cents. And it dipped down to 2 cents. And that's when I bought. And then by the next day, it was at 8 cents. So I'd already done a 4x in a day on my 2-cent Doge. And I made a video about it, buying Dogecoin. And that got like 10 times the number of views than any of my stock swing trading videos got. It was like, hey, all of a sudden I was in the Doge community. So that's how it happened. The rest is history, as they say. Are we going to see a pump following? We'll see how that all plays out. Again, my theory is going to be kind of the anticipation. We're going to see good trading like through next weekend. And then on Monday the 20th, could go either way. Still waiting for ETH BTC. Might be getting really old by the time that turns around, you know? It may just skip it altogether and say, let's just go to the alts. Let's forget ETH. It's just not going to happen. Kacha, Doge Chain has no official affiliation with Dogecoin. Doge Chain, somebody made in order to play off the Dogecoin brand to make themselves a lot of money. Doge Chain had this whole thing where you would take your Dogecoin and you would give it to them and they would give you this wrapped Doge thing, which was some token, into this Doge Chain thing. And it's like giving your Dogecoin away. Why would you do that? No. John, what am I hearing about 48 hours until BlackRock sells? I've never heard that. That sounds like FUD. That sounds like big time FUD. Remember, BlackRock owns a bunch of Bitcoin, but it's only for the people who have bought the ETFs. BlackRock is not buying Bitcoin on their own. They're not. They're buying because people are buying their ETFs, and they need to have, for all the ETFs that are bought, they need to have the underlying real asset of the real Bitcoin. So BlackRock only buys and sells Bitcoin based on the ETF buying. So if a bunch of people sell a crap ton of ETFs, then BlackRock will sell Bitcoin. It's only based on what happens with the ETFs. Okay. One man's crush is another man's buy. Crash. I mean, yeah. Yeah, short-term bill. With any project, if you buy in at the right time, you can double your position and make money. But overall, over the past 4 years, XTZ has not done very well. ETH 10K predictions are a joke. I agree too. I've never forecasted ETH to make 10K. Nope. My first buy of Doge was 2020. Well under a penny. Good times, huh? And then you go, man, I wish I would have bought more then. If we only knew, right? If we only knew what we knew. $1 trade is the same as 100,000 trade. Can't be poor when you learn that. It all depends. Again, everybody has a different plan, right? Different financial goals and different amounts of money to invest. So you can't compare yourself to other people. You've got your own situation. You're trying to do best for yourself. Your first Doge was January 21st, 2021. That was a week before the big run. You got in at a good time, Adam. Yeah, things were really starting to pick up there. You could just feel something. You're looking back on it, leading up to January 28th. Where will January finish? Bitcoin up less than 1%. Doge is up 6%. Does BlackRock have Clearpool? I don't know. 1inch is a project I never got into, Namgal. Haven't really followed it. Will this be a good year for Doge? Part of it will be, and part of it will be tough year. Doge will be very volatile. Dogecoin is not one of those that goes up and stays up. It goes up and it goes down, and it goes up and it goes down. It's going to be volatile. That's what's coming. Olivia, you have a 75x Doge running with $100. Wow, good luck. What was the stock you traded earlier this year? That was DJT, the Donald Trump. I bought it at the end of September, and I think it was my initial buy was 18,000. And then I wrote it up and I sold it. And then when the price went down, I bought more and I put in an additional 2,000 that I had. So that's where my total DJT investment was 20,000. So I had initial 18, wrote it up to like 40,000, sold. Then it dropped back and I put in like 42,000 back in. And now it's at 80,000 for my DJT stock. So yeah, it was an initial 20,000 investment and it's now $85,000. So last week I was just toying with the idea, like, what if DJT next week does a better percent gain than Bitcoin? I could essentially swap out that DJT stock for one whole Bitcoin. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about doing that. And then I essentially would have bought that, the equivalent of that Bitcoin for $20,000 end of September. So I'm thinking about that. I will see. I'm planning on selling this DJT anyway. That was my original plan, was by Friday the 17th. I would probably sell this before the inauguration because I don't know what's going to happen to this stock after Trump is in office. So that's kind of what I'm playing with. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, that was an incredible swing trade on DJT. Four things in life: Bitcoin, Doge, silver, and a wife. Silver. Interesting, Olivier, why silver is in there. I would trade silver for friends. Four things you need in life. You need Bitcoin, Doge, friends. And for the guys, a wife. For the girls, a husband. Because I believe in families. Your Starlink, 600 MB. Isn't Elon great? opens up the world to you guys. Absolutely. Mars, you're going to sell half your Doge this year, then do an even split. That's Mars, yeah. That's the first time I've seen your plan here. And what are you doing with the profit on half your Doge? So then you're still in the game with both Doge and Bitcoin. While enjoying some profits. Yeah, that's like me. Probably half my Dogecoin will be sold. But the rest I'm going to hold. And then I'm going to pick up some Bitcoin other ways. And that's what I will hold. The rest is going into the house. That's my plan. Is Doge going up? Is Doge going down? It does both. Silver has a real scarcity. Precious metals, I can see people, again, I just don't put as much importance on that. Yeah, the wildfires are bad. And there's stories that are coming out about people who, like, even their fireboxes just got burnt to a crisp. And people had like seed phrases gone, their ledgers or tangems or whatever gone. And so they think they lost all their crypto. So that's tough. That is tough. Hey, Phantom, hope all's well. Recap? No tricks. You just take the slider at the bottom and go back to the beginning. In the first 10 minutes, I covered it all. And then you just come back to present time. I don't really follow USDT dominance. I don't think that's a big thing, Olivier. I know there are some people who are making videos about it. I'm just like, I don't think USDT dominates crypto trading. I don't think so. No Ramses. Not 8-cent Doge again. I don't think we ever will. Absolutely amazing seeing the charred wreckage. Even stainless steel. I know. Do you think the price of Bitcoin has reached a point when looking at all-time chart where the lows are on a vertical rise? Let's just go to CoinMarketCap's chart. That's the easiest to get all. The lows are on a vertical rise. The lows are on a vertical rise. Seems to be. Yep. Definitely seems to be. It's just a big half a cup for the lows. Absolutely. Two. Why didn't it just go do all? And then it only goes to 2017. Dumb. Stupid CoinMarketCap. You want to see the whole thing. You got the whole thing. And then, yeah. Dumb. Yeah, crazy stuff out there. And also a video of a guy walking around with a blowtorch. It's just like, dude, really? Miko, you can do that. Again, it's sideways trading. Nothing's good on Doge now. I don't know, but if you want to get out. Yep. All those people had their fireboxes, fire safes. Just stuff inside just ended up getting charred. Yeah. Paying off the house. That's what it was. I knew there was something because you'd mentioned that before, Mars. It's paying off the house. Yeah. And then start to DCA again in 26, 27. My plan as well. Yep. Yeah, my target on peak is $3, Josh. So still under 50 cents now. So still a 6x. That was my target on peak for this bull cycle in its first year of trading. It was $6. We'll see. Andrew, that's funny. With the 7-year-old, it's hard to concentrate at that 2x speed, right? Yeah, I don't know how that's all going to play out with the value of the land there, particularly in the Palisades. What's the value of the land? And there was talk of like BlackRock or someone coming in and buying up as much as they could for people who just want to get whatever money they can. I don't know. It's a tough situation. Tough situation. Yeah, Victor, we don't know what the lowest is we can see Doge. There's nothing that's going to tell you that. I think we've already seen the dip here, the other week at 28 cents. I kind of don't think we're going to have a huge drop like that again. I think it's going to go up higher, still in this bull market. And then we see how high does Doge actually go at the top of this bull market before we start predicting how low it may drop in the bear market. But yeah, the plan is to buy in the bear, but not a lot of altcoins. If something new comes up that I think is interesting, I'll try that. But I'm not going to be buying into like Optimism and Arbitrum and like all of those again. I rode them this time. I'm not going to do that again. And I'm not going to have 20 different cryptos. I'm going to keep my portfolio small. Yeah, Ramsey, same thing. How high is Doge going to go? It's like, you tell me what the catalyst is, and then I'll tell you. Because there's a huge difference, as I said in my 2025 Dogecoin price prediction video, there's a huge difference on what the peak, the high is going to be for the year, whether Doge is integrated into X or not. If Dogecoin's not integrated into X, we're not going to see $1.80. It's not going to happen. But if Doge gets integrated into X, that's where the $1.80 comes in. So you tell me what is going to happen. Phantom joined. Welcome to the channel, dude. New member? Is it a good idea to rent a lockbox and have a copy of my secret phrase in it? Can you have 2 cold wallets with the same? I don't know. Never thought of that. I don't know about that. I know people are hating because they're impatient, Kevin. An Elon tweet would get the blood flowing, but He's a little busy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Miko. It would be in the fall. For peak. And Cardano, I was looking at $3 and then pulling it back to maybe $2 lately. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Clark, what we're going to be following is what happens this bull cycle. Are we going to see a double? We can go back to this guy, right? Are we going to see this double peak like we saw in 2021, where the summer, there's a big dip? Or is it going to be like 2017, where it just kept going up, even despite some big 30 to 40% pullbacks? But then it just keeps going up. And we don't know. 2021, Bitcoin hit its high in November. 2017, Bitcoin hit its high at the end of December, end of the year. So what is it going to be this cycle? I don't know. I can't decide. Don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you. But we'll be watching, all the trends in the news and what's going on. Just became a member. Thank you, Phantom. Mr. Radio, still holding. Thumbs up. And yes, the Elon tweets don't have much power anymore. But he hasn't really just come out and said specifically Dogecoin in a long time. It's all been kind of around the edges, hints and things like that. Yeah, but also, people's entire lives are gone. And I feel bad for them. Brett has the best meme marketing. I don't even follow it. I don't even see it. Why Brett? I don't see it. Yeah, Tima. I know, Maximus. You guys near Tima. Right. Now, if Elon tweeted something negative about Doge, but he never will. With all the regulation. But Governor Newsom said, we're going to cut through the red tape. Which is an admission that there is red tape. That's bad for Newsom to have said that. Because now everybody's pointing at him like, yeah, why do we have all the red tape? I don't see any flash crashes right now, Arvanaut, but you never know. You don't know when they're going to happen. Clark, you don't know that. I know Elon has dealings with XLM. No. Rumor. FUD, I think. FUD toward Dogecoin. Yeah, Mars. Dollar cost average in and dollar cost average out. Henning from Norway. Cheers. Good evening. My heritage is Norwegian. Haven't been to Norway yet, though. But we'll get there. We will get there. Yeah, Damien. I agree, too. Elon basically is telling you what he's going to do without telling you. It just... things take a while. Time is the key. Just learn, Phantom. If you think you'll just spend the time and learn as much as you can, so you're ready for the next cycle. You get the tail end of it here, and then learn. And the best way to learn is buy a little. You don't have to buy a lot. Buy a little, different types of things, different types of projects. Because you pay more attention when you actually own it, you know? And you learn a lot. Yeah, I thought that, Josh. I saw this video of like a Bank of America that was like gutted, and I wondered what happened with that bank vault. This is just a shakeout. Yeah, leverage flush at the same time. Cryptos that solve real world problems are the ones that go to the top. And that's why I like Peak. Exactly. Exactly why I like Peak. Doge Nation. If Elon completely integrates Dogecoin into X, so you can tip people with it, you can make payments peer-to-peer, you can buy things with it through the platform like Shopify integrated into X, and you can use Doge to pay for that. And all the people making money on X can actually get paid in Dogecoin as well. $1.80 might actually be low, but 500 million people on X are going to be directly influenced. I mean, Doge is going to be everywhere. That would be huge. That would be huge. Patience. We have a crypto bull market every 4 years. No crystal ball, but I do have a magic 8 ball, which has been right more often than not. But people still seem to think I can tell them exactly what the high price is going to be and when it's going to happen. And I'm just like, I'm like the rest of you. We're just following along. I pay attention and I report on the news and things that are going on. We look at trends. We see what's happening. But no crystal ball. Bull cycle might be the same as 2017. It just keeps going up with pullbacks here and there to flush out some leverage. Same thing 8 years ago. I don't blame Doge for not climbing on top because ETH didn't anything right now either. I know. But Doge can go on its own run. Bread is a cringy meme. I don't get it, but Elon knows a lot of people who bought Doge because of him. Yeah, I think he's going to do something. Brad Garlinghouse went to see Donald Trump. That's why there's a picture of them together. Doesn't mean that there's something in the works. And it was XRP, not XLM. Yeah, if there was a Doge donation, like if there was a real Doge donation thing like they had back in 2014, that'd be cool. But so many people now are just hoarding their Doge, wouldn't contribute because they still think bull run isn't over and price is going to go up. So there's always that. From New Zealand, Chimney Doctor. Hello. John, there's no conspiracy theory there. Particularly when all of these news reports are coming out about people setting fires, arsons. Was it planned? Now that might be the conspiracy part of it, but there are individuals who have been caught on video purposely setting fires. That's pretty bad. I don't remember what happened in Maui and how the Hawaii fire started. But this was not climate change. It wasn't climate change. That did not start the fire. Now, maybe the Santa Ana winds are a little unusual this time of year, a little harder this year, but they all forecasted. Everybody knew it was coming. It wasn't a surprise. The weather people saw what was forming, and some arsonists started fires. YouTuber, yes. Bullish for crypto, I believe so. There'll be some ups and downs. I'm really keying on next weekend, though, leading up to Inauguration Day. So DCA in, DCA out, Andrew, means you're not going to sell your whole bag at once because you never know when the top is going to be. So I sold some at 42 cents. That's starting my DCA out was at 42 cents. And I'll sell some more in little bits, little pieces. For my Doge, maybe to like half my Doge stash. Others will be bigger. Today we had a beautiful, clear, cold day, but we got a few inches of snow on the ground. We don't know, Victor. All we know is sometime in 2025. That's all we've officially been told by Linda and Elon. Who owns the Dogecoin blockchain? We do, Anwar. We do. We all do. No individual, no company, no. The people own the Dogecoin blockchain. The miners protect it by validating the transactions on the blockchain. It's the people's coin. Isn't that beautiful? That's the truth. Mm-hmm. Buy a little each week. Every time you get paid, once a month, doesn't matter. Yeah, we've been talking about Ali's charts. $18, $27. He's just repeating the 3,000% gain from 2021 up to 2025. That's all. No, not happening. I like to look at the DCA raw percentage change. Yes, Trump has a slew of executive orders that he and his team have been working on leading up to next week. And they're going to come fast and furious. They certainly are. He's got to undo a lot of the Biden stuff. That's going to be a lot of it. Hi from Mississippi, Amanda. Welcome. John, I just started an X account. Was wondering what are the major places on there that you watch for the best news for Doge, crypto in general? I follow a lot of different things. I mean, I only have like 200 follows, and I've got 64,000 who follow me. Because I don't want my feed, my followers' feed to be like completely like all kinds of random stuff. So that's the one thing is once you find, the handful or a couple of handfuls of trusted sources that you like to follow, some entertaining possibly, And then you add a few along the way. That keeps your followers feed pretty clean. And then you can always go for you, and you can like see all sorts of other random stuff when you feel like it. So that's how I do it. But there isn't any one source. It's really a mixture of different things where I find my information. Once you start following, different accounts, you'll get a feel for what you like and what you don't like. You can follow me too for Doge. I don't follow with EC. So I don't know the WIF prices. Raiden's here. Welcome. Kev has posted some interesting charts. The death cross on Bitcoin dominance. Nobody trades Bitcoin dominance, so the death cross is just a circumstance. It's not like a major event. But if it's a death cross on Bitcoin dominance, that should be good for alts. Yeah, that whole California thing is really tough. And it's all slowly coming out on like this perfect storm that led to there not being water in the fire hydrants. And just, what a mess. What a mess. A black swan event could come at any time, Olivier, but typically in crypto, we see them after the bull market. In 2021, we did see after May 8th, prices were already going down. And then we had China like banning crypto to the point where they were even confiscating mining rigs from Chinese companies and Chinese individuals. That was pretty bad. And then Elon also stopped accepting Bitcoin for cars, for Tesla cars, even though we don't know how many were actually bought with Bitcoin. But he was talking about the environmental factors of mining, and like that threw a whole bunch of FUD into and so the prices across the board just dropped. Those things can happen again. You never know. As Jeremy says, we're just along for the ride. Nobody really knows what will happen. Exactly. So we hang out here. We talk about it together. I don't have to ask that Magic 8 Ball that question. Dogecoin will always be the people's coin. You're not going to have institutions buying up Dogecoin. They can have all the Bitcoin they want. XLM, XRP, Clark, get your story together. XLM is not XRP. Brad Garlinghouse doesn't own XLM. You had snow in Alabama? Yeah. They don't know how to deal with snow down there. Yep. John, there was already one who was arrested and identified as being some kind of transient or something, but had a very Spanish sounding name. Was that an illegal? Was it a migrant? We'll see how that comes out. Is Putin really making his own currency? I thought that he was leaning back towards Bitcoin, but I don't know. Yeah, Tim, I wouldn't call him an idiot, but let's just say his views are kind of out there, right? Kind of out there. And you take it for what it's worth. I still follow him. I like to see what he posts, and we talk about it during live streams and videos, just as a point of reference. Yeah, real world problems. In the future, that's going to be what's going to rise. But still, people love to play the memes. And 2024 was definitely the year of the meme. People made more money on Pepe than just about anything else. And it has no real world application. Pepe has none. Right. They tried to take out Trump. Isn't it amazing that we don't hear more about the people who tried to take Trump out, but we hear tons of others that has no reason to even have attention? It's crazy. Tim, you got to watch Tom Crown. Tom Crown on YouTube. Tom is much better at TA. Kevin's he's not with Tom, in my opinion. I like his stuff. I reference it. I follow him, quote him a lot. Kevin's cool. Michael's, yeah. You think there's going to be one last dip? Was this it, or is there going to be another one? Trump's going to spank everybody. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. The bankers are going to be forced to get into crypto. Kicking and screaming. Kicking and screaming. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's what we do, Adam. Share it here. Some on X, but more on these videos and live streams. We share a lot. Hi, Prajwal. How are you? If we buy stocks on Robinhood, does it have impact on the price? Yes. Right. Because you're directly going through a, what are those called? Not market makers. The ones that actually perform your transaction. That transaction goes directly to the stock exchange. Crypto does not on Robinhood, but stocks do. So if you bought 1 million shares of some stock, it will have a direct impact on the price on NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange. Yep, but not crypto. Who really runs the show? Depends on what it is. I think it's us on some things, but not on others. Thank you, Olivier. Appreciate it. I'm not a TA guy. I do show like trend lines and things, but I don't get into all the technical analysis that goes with it. I look at leverage trades. Where's the leverage? And I also look at where things have traded in the past and see where, possible dip lines are, like those kinds of things, just to generally get a feel for where and how things are trading. But I don't do that real detailed technical analysis because in the end, I don't think it really matters. Like you can do all the TA in the world and you don't know whether Dogecoin is going to go up to 34 or down to 33 right now. There's no technical analysis that's going to forecast exactly what it's going to do. It can give you some ranges and some thoughts about things, but again, it's all speculation. That's the way I look at it. Retail doesn't have trillions of dollars. That's true. Institutions do, but again, something like Dogecoin, the institutions aren't buying. But whales do, and there are huge whale holders of Dogecoin, and they can buy and sell Dogecoin and move the market. There aren't institutions in Dogecoin. I'm a top 3. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate that. Yeah, Phantom. A black swan event is some thing you didn't see coming that causes a shock to the market that's really bad. Like FTX going bankrupt was a black swan event. Luna crashing, that was a black swan event. Those are the things you don't see them coming, and they just crap the market. And generally it happens pretty fast. That's a black swan. If they harvest crypto through solar energy. Yeah, the solar energy stuff, though, just isn't, you just don't get enough power. I mean, it can help a little bit, but it's not where the real power is. I mean, they're working on stuff now where you get the energy in space and then you like beam it down. That's going to be the future technology. It's going to be something like that. Because by the time the sun gets through our atmosphere, it's so diluted in its energy. COVID, big black swan. Everything crashed. Yep. Yes, you know Brad Garlinghouse is CEO of Ripple. So why do you think Trump has something going with XLM or Elon? Right. You brought up Brad Garlinghouse. I don't know. What's up, Bull Run? How you doing? No, Robinhood. Matt, on Robinhood, the limit order is hidden. You have to go to the upper right-hand corner and you got to get into where the limit orders are. The default is all market orders. Thanks to everybody. Yeah, wars come, wars go. Thank you, John. Yep, you'll learn a lot on X. The head and shoulders thing, Jan, I don't follow those either. I mean, when I see a big pattern like that, I'll show it, but it doesn't mean anything. When a head and shoulders happens, it doesn't necessarily mean price is going to go up. And when you reverse head and shoulders, it doesn't necessarily mean the price is going to go down. I've showed that many, many times. It's just a pattern. Doesn't mean anything. Tom does live streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Tom Crown is doing a live stream. So check in on one of those. Oh, there's our bear K again, still hanging out. You've been here a while. Why do you hang out here? If you think that, why do you continue to hang out here? Don't you have anything better to do on a Sunday? Just ask him. Don't forget to hit the like. Yeah, I've got a little Robinhood stock too. On Robinhood. I hold it on Robinhood. What would you place Doge as far as actual value without all the maker fluff? I don't know. Again, its value is as much as anyone thinks it is. The buyers and sellers determine. Right now, it's 33.4 cents. That's it. I believe market makers and exchanges talk to each other. Yep. As well. And that's all tied to leverage. All tied to the leverage. Yeah, David Mitchell. I used to watch him more. On my old channel, I actually had a live stream with him. Had him on as a guest. We talked a lot about stuff. Very knowledgeable guy. He's just not very dynamic. He doesn't really get into the news. He just shows a chart and talks for like 10, 12 minutes on some technical analysis stuff. But yeah, good guy. Good guy. You think the top will be late fall, early winter, November? Well, if you watched my 2025 Dogecoin price prediction video, that's when I showed the top too. But I said why I thought that would happen then too. So if you don't know, you got to check out that video I made on January 1st. The Robinhood platform is fine as long as you understand how it works. You're not going to get the best price in big volume trading on crypto. And as long as you know that, you're not trying to FOMO in on giant green candles with huge volume, because you're not going to get the price you want. And if you're trying to sell when there's huge, huge volume, you're not going to get the price you want. But as long as you know that, then Robinhood's fine. And for stocks, it's really easy. It works great for stocks. That's where I do my stock swing trading. Do most of it on Robinhood. Dogecoin will solve a real world problem when it gets incorporated into X. See, Elon used to run PayPal, so he understands how it works and how to get licensed and how to deal with the whole banking and money thing. He's trying to incorporate that into a social media platform. So he understands what the challenges are there. PayPal only started in the United States and then very slowly started to add some other countries. So he knows what the challenge is with exchange rates between countries and things like that. So his plan right now on X payments is to get it started using American dollars, US, and only US. If you're not a US resident, you're not going to be able to use X payments. And he's got to figure out, is he going to go the route of PayPal and slowly start adopting additional countries and having to deal with all of the exchange rates for all the different currencies? Or there's another solution. Dogecoin. Because with Dogecoin, you don't have to deal with exchange rates. One Doge equals one Doge. Doesn't matter where you live in the world. One Doge equals one Doge. That's it. If you want to do a peer-to-peer payment and you want to send someone 10 Doge, you send them 10 Doge. There's no, to India or to, the UK, to Australia, it doesn't matter. It's just Doge. It just makes the whole thing so much simpler to be a worldwide platform. I think that's solving a real world problem, is what I think. That solves a real world problem right there. Dogecoin, the people's currency. And Elon now has a worldwide platform on which Doge could be unleashed. Now, is it going to be easy? No, not going to be easy. Will there be pushback? Sure. I'm sure there's all kinds of different regulations around the world that would make it really hard to do that. That's what the challenge is going to be. But that would solve a real world problem. That's what I've been saying. Let's get Elon on the line and just ask him, sure. Hey, Elon, what's up, buddy? Oh. Right. And my whole thing against XRP is I mean, the whole thing about cryptocurrency, right, was to have an e-cash, not to do what the banks needed. The whole idea was to get away from the banks. What XRP is doing is they're getting in bed with the banks. That's why I don't like XRP. That and, being very secretive about when they mint new tokens and all of that. Don't like that either. But they're getting in bed with the banks. And that goes completely against Satoshi's vision and what Dogecoin stands for as well. The whole idea is to get away from the banks. That's why the banks don't like cryptocurrency, but not what XRP is doing. So there's that. Pepe in the NFT world. Hey, if you're into NFTs. Hey, Vince, it's going great. How are you? Justin, thanks as well. Everybody subscribe to the channel. You haven't already subscribed. Always got new people coming in. We're keeping it real here, as always. Keeping it real. The corruption in Mullen Automotive. I don't know what that is, Radio. Do not know. You're increasingly thinking top later in 2025? Dogecoin is money. Even Knockstars believes that, and he's a bear. I'd like to see coins taken as payment. But I think it should just be Dogecoin. Who's going to be buying things with ETH? I mean, come on. Really? No, when Dogecoin got listed, it was way back in 2019, and hardly anybody knew what Dogecoin was. Robinhood was early on the Doge bandwagon. It was a big supporter of Dogecoin when a lot of people didn't know what Dogecoin was. So there was no anticipation. There was no big thing leading up to Dogecoin being on Robinhood. So my preferred platform for crypto trading is Coinbase. I think Coinbase with its advanced trading, which is free, not the Coinbase One, it's advanced trading, which is just a switch that you flip, is the best for crypto trading. Now, if you have Binance worldwide, Binance is great, but in the United States, we can't trade on Binance. We have this thing called Binance US, but in order to stop from being sued from the US government, they broke off all communications with banks. So you can't transfer money from your bank onto Binance US. And then if you've got money on there you want to transfer back to your bank, you can't do that either. So it's like, what's the point? So I use Coinbase. And I have a link in the description below. And if you join using my link and you put at least $100 on Coinbase, you get to spin the big Bitcoin wheel. Somebody last week got $100 on the Bitcoin wheel. Got $100 of Bitcoin just for using my link. Check that out. Susan, here to learn. Appreciate it. We're having fun together too. It's entertainment as well, right? And another new member, Raul White. Welcome to the family. Doge to the moon and all of that. I'd love to see us get above the trend line too before Asia opens. We're trending that way though, aren't we? We're trending that way, which is good. Now, what was I saying when Dogecoin was dipping on this red candle, right? I said those that were looking to buy on a dip, that looks like a good dip. At the end of the day, everyone just wants to make money. There's a few who are into the whole cryptocurrency, anti-bank, anti-institution kind of thing, mostly on the Bitcoin side. They want to be free and clear of banks, which I'm doing in my own small way by using crypto and my profits from crypto to buy a house without a mortgage, so the banks aren't getting anything out of me with my house. That's my own little way of striking back at the banks. It's like, you're not going to own my house. I'm going to own it. And of course, continuing to spread the word about Dogecoin and cryptocurrencies like I do. The banks don't like me either, I'm sure. But as someone said earlier in the chat, the banks are just going to be forced to adopt Bitcoin and crypto. And we'll see that coming with the new administration. We'll see what kind of laws and regulations there are with crypto. It's going to be an exciting time these next 4 years. It's going to be a very exciting time. People say that all the time, Clark. Why would Elon do that? Why would he incorporate several cryptos when one does it? And there's only one crypto he talks about, and that's Dogecoin. Exactly, Olivier. XRP is doing everything what crypto did not want to be part of. Agreed. Thanks again, Raul. Appreciate it. And you'll be getting some Dogecoin from me. Probably in a few months, a couple months. We'll see how Dogecoin performs. But that Dogecoin giveaway to the members is coming up. It's coming up. Henning, I don't know what happened to Polygon. I really have no idea. It was such a great project, 2021, even in the bear market. Everyone still had, the price went down, as like most things did in the bear market. And it just totally fell off. It's like, I don't know what happened. I didn't know particular about who was using Polygon versus other platforms, but man, not good. Millions being stolen from investors, radio. I didn't see what you said earlier. But I don't think there's going to be a rate cut, Tricks, end of January, unless unemployment starts going up. And I don't think it's going to be going up. So, and I'm expecting a dump already, January 30th. You can count on it right now. In fact, I said it last week. That January 30th, there's going to be a dump in the market because there's not going to be a rate cut. The ISO 20022 compliance coins are rising. It's the American ones, and that's based on the thought that the Trump administration is going to allow, when you sell a crypto for profit that is a United States-based company, that you won't have to pay capital gains on that profit. So you have Algorand, Hedera, Cardano, and XRP all going up because of that. Now, they do fall back at times too, but those are the big four. What's going on? Well, ETG, that's why you just keep tuning in. Then you find out what's going on. Your area got red flagged, Vince? Way too far away to be worried yet. I hope, Vince, that for your sake, the winds blow the other way. For Solana, it's staking. Solana tokens are used for staking. That's all I know. It's a big network. Can Doge be like Bitcoin? Doge is faster than Bitcoin. Doge has lower fees than Bitcoin. So as Elon has said, it's better as a transactional currency than Bitcoin. Binance NZ did the same thing, Chimney. No bank off-ramp. Wow. And then what happens is there's no liquidity. It's like really hard to trade on their platform. I know I pulled everything I had off of Binance US. Transferred it all off. I say, yeah, I'm not using that again. Unfortunately, with Harmony One, I have to transfer back to Binance US and then sell it for Tether and then transfer Tether over to Coinbase and then sell the Tether to US dollars so I can get the cash off. That's what I have to do because of stupid Binance US. So I lose money in that deal. Hi, Snafu. How are you? Pepe's more fun. Bitcoin's boring. Yep. There is that. Absolutely, Paul Rudd. There is that. Meme overload. I know that's a big part of it too, and that's been part of Dogecoin's competition. Is there's so much money in all these other memes now. Hey, I'm a boomer, Peter. I'm a boomer. Layering out is, of course, the way to go. It would be fun to use the giveaway Doge to try and sell the very top. Yeah, but we're not selling that. That giveaway Doge is not going to be sold. It's going to be just transferred to you guys. And then you do with it what you want. We have an ETH fan. ETH has to go parabolic. ETH has to. Doesn't have to. They can skip over ETH. No, Snafu. We just got a couple inches. Not a lot of snow yet. I told you what businesses I thought would get the benefit. Algorand, Hedera, XRP, and Cardano. The big four. Once you load cryptocurrency on a cold wallet, you are your own bank. That is true. Turbo's not going to get listed on Robinhood. No. I can think of 100 other cryptos that would get listed on Robinhood before Turbo. Sorry, but I know you're trying to shill it, so I get it. You probably own a bag. You want it to go up. That's all right. They hype Solana so much just to build meme coins. Yeah, you sold it at a great time. I sold it too early, but I put it all into Cardano, and I'm doing pretty well on that Cardano now. But not quite to the level of Solana yet. I'm an outlier, a rarity. Thank you, Peter. Beeb, how do you become a member? You go to my YouTube channel, and right under here, right under my picture, there's a thing called Our Members. Then you go over there and you hit the join button, and that's where you join. Now, you can't do this on your iPhone. So I recommend going to a laptop or computer and doing it there. I do think it's going to dip on the 20th and again on the 30th. That's what I foresee. What happens in between, I cannot foresee. But the 20th and the 30th don't look like good days to me. Well, 20th can go either way. It's Inauguration Day. I'm going to be live all day on the 20th. So check in for a little bit. We'll see what's going on. But the 30th, not looking good. You've come to entertain everyone. Yep, I know, Bull Run. I know. I think it'll be a pump leading in to the 20th, and it may dump on the 20th. And I'm playing that way, but we'll see. What really happens, I have no control over. Whales are buying. Whales are buying Doge. Sweet could be the new Solana of the last cycle. Yeah, that's just trading. That's just trading, like anything else. There's expectations of a Roaring Kitty tweet. Did Keith hint it himself, Pixels? Yeah, I don't know about Vision. I don't see it yet. But you never know. If it's a left translated cycle and we're hitting the top now and it's going to go down from here, it could. He might be right. I don't see it. All right, gang. My favorite entertainment is Sleepy Joe. Yeah, I wish I hadn't invested in AMC either. What a joke. 8 o'clock Eastern. Well, I'll be watching for that. That's a little over an hour from now. We'll see. Roaring Kitty, huh? Another GameStop play. He didn't used to be a bear, Markvit. I think there was this Richter RSI thing. And he saw that, and he saw some pattern there that points to this being a short-lived bull rally from here. I don't know. So, okay, gang. Hey, everyone, have a great rest of your Sunday. Some of you, it's already Monday, so happy Monday to you. I'll be live again Monday afternoon, so check in on the live stream. I'll have a video in the morning as well. So check all that out. I hope... yeah, we'll see how this trading goes. I think it's going to be a good week of trading. So check in on the live streams. And everyone else, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.